we wasn't into the ball, wasn't like aggressive like we had been a couple games. But I mean, it definitely was a slow start. But after that, we really picked it up. Won the last 3 quarters. That was a good effort by us.
Pick up points for you guys on the defensive end of the floor. I guess kind of what changed maybe allowed you guys to start picking them up a little early.
Nothing. We just, kind of just picked up the physicality. I think we're a group that doesn't like to get punched in the mouth, and when it happens, we respond, and that's what we did. So, I'm happy about that.
Tyrese, you basically have always been a low turnover player. You had 5 out there tonight. I guess what happened, and how much of that was them versus stuff that you.
No, a couple of them. One time, I got hit in my arm, turnover. The last turnover I had, I thought Joel was popping. He'd been popping a lot, so there he was popping to the 3. He rolled, so I threw it behind him. Can't remember the other turnovers. I think one time I was about to shoot, and Joel screamed at me. I tried to throw it to him late, but it happens. I don't turn the ball over often, so I guess sometimes when you're passing to get assists too, like when you're trying to get your teammates open, it happens. So it's okay.
What do you guys do to come out and have better starts? Just overall in general.
I think our first quarter starts have been pretty good. Our first quarter starts have been good. Our third quarter has been really bad. Third quarter was good today. We played good, so we kind of reversed it. But honestly, you just got to go out there and kind of take the fight to others. But like I said, the first quarter has actually been good. The last four games. So, it just happens. It happens like that. And they made some shots. They made some big shots. They made some middies, made some threes. But then after that, I feel like we forced them to miss shots. You know what I'm saying? We got in the ball, impacted the body, and made them miss a couple times.
When you guys are on the drop, what do you guys have to do to keep people like Pritchard and people who like to snake and get into the mid-range out of that spot in order to start getting stops there?
Right. It's a little difficult. You got to impact the body. You got to get over the screen. You got to fight after you get over the screen, fight to get back in front. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our job. We know what our role is. We know Joe's probably going to be in a drop, and he's going to try to protect the rim. So that's what we have to do. There's no excuses for it. It's just we work on it every single day. So it's what it is.
It's the first time this season that Joe has played down the stretch in crunch time. Just what did that do for you guys, just having his presence there, and just, I guess, how do you sort of work him back into that type of situation moving forward?
Well, I think it was good. I think a couple of times, he created some traffic in there to where some guys got some open threes. He made some free throws. He got fouled a couple of times, and then he got a couple of blocks. So, just down the stretch, he was in the way. So I think it was good. He's Joel. He knows how to play basketball at the end of the game. He's played a lot of basketball, in-the-game basketball. So, he was solid.
Tyrese, in the 4 of the 5 games, you guys have been down double digits in those games. I guess, why do you think that's a trend that's emerging, and how do you sort of stop that trend?
Oh, we don't want it to be a trend. But the main thing is slow third quarters. You know what I mean? We've been winning or close to winning in all those games going into half. Then we have slow third quarter, really bad third quarter, and then we come back in the fourth and play like how we was playing in the first and the second. Tonight, we played really slow the first quarter, had a really bad first quarter. The rest 3 quarters, we were really good. We won every quarter after that. So I think we did a good job of just, being resilient, but we have to put together 48-minute basketball games. And once we do that, I think we'll be even better.
Tyrese, the lineups with you, Q, VJ, and Kelly, basically regardless who's at center, have been really good through these first 5 games. I guess just what allows that look to be successful? What makes it difficult for other teams to guard?
I think you have a lot of shooting out there, have a lot of playmaking out there, and you got 4 guys that want to get up and down and play fast. And we kind of all know that. And we kind of all know, we had to work a lot during the preseason and during the training camp when Q got here. But we started really working on it because we knew, Joel wouldn't be playing as many minutes as, normal. So we knew that group would be playing a lot of minutes out there on the floor together. So, Bona and Drum, and even when Joel's in with us, we know how to play. We know how to play fast. We know how to get the biggest thing is getting the ball in the paint, creating for each other. When we do that, then we're really good. We got to keep that going, get in the paint, create for your teammate.
What have you seen? What's been like so far with you and VJ together?
It's been great. VJ's been really good. He's done a good job of just playing and being himself. I think that's the biggest thing. He's done, for a rookie, he hasn't, wavered or hasn't deferred, which we don't want him to. We don't want him to defer. We want him to go out there and be who he is. Same thing with Jared when he gets back. Go out here and be who you are. Within the offense, of course, within the flow, but Nurse does a good job of just installing confidence in everybody. And I think we've all, as a group, been a pretty confident group, and we want to keep pushing that forward.
With Joel, you've obviously had years to build the chemistry, the timing, all that, and the two-man actions. Is there anything specifically that you've told, like BJ or even Quentin, who hasn't played with him much, to try to accelerate what their two-man stuff looks
Right.
like?
I think the biggest thing, BJ does a good job because he plays pick and roll really, really slow. But the biggest thing, you got to slow down. You got to let it develop. Sometimes it develops differently. Teams do a lot of different things in coverages with Joel because he's so hard to guard. So sometimes they switch, sometimes they drop, sometimes they late, sometimes they try to chase you all the way inside the three and force you to throw it back to Joel, and then he has to shoot a three. But you got to know the coverages. You got to know what they're doing that day. And once you figure that out, it's pretty easy. Sometimes you just give number 21 and he shoots it and scores it. So.